There's this story about buffaloes that I heard on a random video that I was scrolling by, and for whatever reason, I decided to listen to this story, and I found an interesting lesson that I wanted to pass along. And it's funny because a lot of times people ask me, Mauro, where do you get your ideas? Where do you get so much information? Where do you get all this content? And how do you come up with all these videos and for all this time? And it's because as I go through life, I learn things, I hear things, and things spark ideas, and I'm always jotting them down. Some of you guys even witnessed, like I'm in the middle of a conversation and like, hold on a second, I need to write this down, because I come up with these topics that I want to speak about, and sometimes I'm speaking to someone, I'm saying something, and it comes out in a certain way, and I say, oh, that's a soundbite I need to keep. Now, this one in particular is buffaloes in the storm. And the story is that buffaloes actually do not like getting wet, at least where it comes to the rain, right? And it's funny because this also speaks to a video I talked about one time when I was riding my bicycle and I was trying to outride a storm. I was rolling in the direction of the storm and I was trying to beat it by pedaling faster. And it's fascinating because when it comes to buffaloes, they actually run towards the clouds. They actually move towards the storm because they recognize, however they recognize, is that when you run towards the storm, that's when you spend the least amount of time getting rained on and wet. Because as you're running towards it, it's coming in the opposite direction and it minimizes that crossover where you're getting rained on. Now, in contrast, if you ran away from the storm, like I was riding away from that storm that one time, it eventually catches up to you and like kind of spends some time over you as it passes you. So that's probably where you get the maximum amount of rain rained on you. And this, both are metaphors, because the truth is that if you run towards your problem, if you tackle your problem, if you move towards it and take action and meet your problem head on, face first, as soon as you can, if you attack your problem, you'll spend the least amount of time having to deal with it. If you try to bury it away, hide it, whatever, run away from it, at some point it finds you. And more likely than not, it tends to be more bothersome, more frustrating, more whatever it might be. So if you're finding that there's something that's getting in the way of your success, whatever it is, this problem it is, and you're avoiding it, maybe you're doing everything you possibly can except for looking at your nutrition. You're running away from something that you know may be the issue. Instead, run towards it, tackle it head on, and you will be surprised what you'll be able to achieve. Because when you attack problems, you are in the forefoot. You're not on the back foot. You're not running away. And you're more likely to push through it, succeed, and learn that much more, be that much more confident, be that much more maybe even surprised and proud of what you're able to achieve, rather than continually running away from whatever that problem may be. So be like a buffalo and run towards the storm. Run towards the problem. Tackle your problem. Attack that limiting factor where it comes to your results. And you'll be surprised how little you get rained on, how little it lives up to this fear of how difficult it'll be, and how much you'll be able to succeed if you become like a buffalo and you attack the problem. You go run towards the storm instead of running away from it.